Hi guys, my name is Maria and today I'm going to share with you why to use games at the lesson. There is a common misconception among adult learners and sometimes English teachers that learning English should be serious and games are childish and patronizing. Also, most adults are used to a traditional way of learning, how they were taught at schools and universities. It was mostly like lecturing. While teacher was lecturing the material, students were making notes. They didn't have much time or opportunities to communicate. Most of the time was devoted to translation and proper usage of grammar. Often, students have the fear of making fools out of themselves in front of their peers. But if you find appropriate, not silly games, your students will like it and you will see how they will transform after a little warming up. I could see this transformation with my corporate students when I started using the games, who were chief accountants, managing directors, IT specialists, lawyers, etc. Your students might feel reserved at the very beginning, but later on they will like it. So, would you like to go on teaching in a traditional way, with a predictable routine lesson structure, with how are you today and what is the weather like today? Would you like to experiment and try using fun activities and make your lesson interesting? Now, I would like to give a list of reasons why you should use games at the lesson. Firstly, adults are no longer kids and they are not used to studying anymore. So it takes a bit of time to switch them from their hectic working life into the studying mode. So a small warm-up using the game can help it a lot. Games help to picture and memorize the material better. And it's done with a less effort than sitting over a list of words trying to remember its translation. If people get pleasure while doing something, it's been proven that there is a better chance that the student will acquire the material faster. Games add variety. Students don't have a routine, boring and predictable lesson. And they don't become demotivated. Also, games help students to work more in pairs and groups. Therefore, they practice speaking skills and fluency more. Parts of the brain that work while using drawing, acting, music, it helps different parts of the brain to work. Capacity to focus. Every year it's becoming more and more difficult for people to get focused and not get distracted by Facebook or Viber. That's why it's so important for the teacher to keep the attention of the students while using games. And the last, games are a lot of fun. I use games with all my students at every lesson. It can be 3-minute, 5-minute, 15-minute maximum game. Sometimes I don't tell to my students that we are going to play a game. I say we are going to do an activity. Sometimes my students did not like games at the very beginning. But after they saw that it was not only fun but effective, they were eager to play it. And there is good news. There is no need to create special games. There are lots of resources that have been already created. Below, you can find the link to many books that I have provided to you. So, don't postpone using games at your lessons. Try it next time and you will see how thankful your students will be. Have fun!